In the upscale neighborhood of St. Paul, tranquility turned into unrest when a shadow of terror descended over the community. The serene streets, once symbols of safety and luxury, were now tainted with an eerie sense of dread. A federal judge and his son, respected pillars of this peaceful community, were found brutally murdered within the walls of their own home. The tranquility was shattered, replaced by a chilling unrest. The chilling news of Judge Alex Sand and his son's unexpected demise sent shockwaves through the community. As word spread of long simmering grudges against the judge, an atmosphere of suspicion and uncertainty grew stronger. His grieving widow, Evelyn, stood under the prying eyes of the community, her calm demeanor barely concealing an inner turmoil. Was she just a woman mourning her husband and son, or was there more than meets the eye? The whispers grew louder, the glances more pointed. The peaceful facade of St. Paul's was shattered, replaced by a growing shadow of suspicion. As the local law enforcement found themselves in deep waters, they knew they needed help. And help arrived in the form of Lucas Davenport and Virgil Flowers. Davenport, with his analytical mind, and Flowers, with his unconventional tactics, were just the duo needed to navigate this complex web of deceit and betrayal. Little did they know, they were about to embark on a journey that would challenge every skill they possessed. Overwhelmed local law enforcement called in the big guns to decipher this cryptic case. As they began piecing together an intricate web of motives, they found themselves navigating a maze filled with deceit and betrayal, challenging every skill they possessed. Each thread of evidence seemed to weave a more complex pattern than the last, with no clear path pointing to the heart of the mystery. The upscale neighborhood of St. Paul, once a haven of peace, had become a labyrinth of secrets and lies. The seasoned investigators, Lucas Davenport and Virgil Flowers, were no strangers to complex cases. Yet this one was different. The clues were elusive, the suspects numerous, and the motives hazy. It was as if they were chasing shadows in a hall of mirrors, where every reflection held a potential answer, yet none led to the truth. Every road taken seemed to reach a dead end, every lead fizzled into nothingness. The lack of progress was frustrating, but they didn't let it dampen their spirit. They knew that in this maze of deception, patience was their greatest ally. The truth was there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. Hour after hour, day after day, they followed every possible lead, dug into every potential motive, questioned every suspect. Their determination was unwavering, their resolve unyielding. They knew that giving up was not an option, not when a monster was still lurking in the shadows, not when another life could be at stake. As the investigation wore on, their analytical prowess and unconventional tactics were put to the ultimate test. They were operating on instinct, intuition, and experience, discerning truth from lies, separating facts from fiction. They were not just solving a crime, they were deciphering a cryptic puzzle, a puzzle that held the key to justice. As the clock ticked ominously, Davenport and Flowers raced against time to unmask the monster living amongst them before another life was claimed. The urgency of the investigation was palpable, with each passing second feeling like a grain of sand slipping through their fingers. Tensions ran high, the stakes were even higher. The duo knew they were walking on thin ice, but they were prepared to risk it all to bring justice. In the midst of this high-stakes game, the detectives found themselves in a final face-off against an enemy that was as elusive as it was dangerous. The tension was wrought with the weight of anticipation, like the calm before a storm, the silence before an explosion. And explode it did. When the final face-off arrived, the explosive revelation shook the community to its core, exposing deep-seated animosities and a shocking truth. The identity of the monster amongst them was finally revealed, leaving the community in a state of shock and disbelief. In the quest for justice, they uncovered the darkest secrets, ripped apart veils of deceit, and delivered justice where it was due, restoring peace to the shaken community. The explosive revelation shook the community to its core, exposing deep-seated animosities and a shocking truth. The story of Davenport and Flowers is a testament to the endurance of human spirit against those who seek to corrupt and destroy. Their tenacity shines as a beacon of hope amidst grief and fear.